Yep. Um, as we start right away, so sorry for the little delay. We had to prepare so many things that we have in store today, and uh, we don't want any one of us to miss out on what we've got today. I think to start, we want to excite everybody first, and the best way to start today would be by exercising everybody. I think the best way to exercise people in a webinar is to play some games. And before I do that, I want to welcome everybody here. Some are still joining. Yeah. I'm welcoming guests. I'm welcoming hosts. I'm welcoming uh, our participants and, friends and families, those that just got to connect with us because of the um, you know, what we've got today that is so loaded. And I'm so happy to have every one of us on board. And today we have with us our hosts. I don't know. Let's just hear from them if as we commence the stuff. So let's hear from Patience. Is there any Patience is on the call now? Or if not, Agnes, she on the call. We'll just hear from them. I think you can just raise your hand so you can be identified and um, you'll be hated to get unmuted. Okay, is Rejoice on the call? Okay, because I don't want to take more time than I have. So the three amazing ladies I mentioned are I also would like to say we're together hosting this yeah, but I think the person that brought us together is Patience, the founder of Youth Fusion Hub. And I stumbled on there's some things I never knew about how this whole journey started. And I stumbled on her LinkedIn content this afternoon and I saw how she started. She never knew it's going to be something big. This program has attracted more than 400 applicants and um, um, about 300 participants learned graphic design. Thanks to our amazing facilitators, I should give a shout out. One of them is Jennifer. Yeah, then we have Tishay, then we have Lovitz. The three of them did amazing job and it's lovely. I won't lie to you. If you were in the group because I was there, I'm in every group and the energy, the projects, and we'll be seeing some of them today. The project of what they just launched in just 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, and they were able to do flyers, they were able to do business cards, and I think recently they did how to use the mockups. If we are doing designs for T-shirts and the rest of that. It's been a great and an amazing journey. So once again, we'll welcome everybody. So I said one of the best ways to start this before I introduce our moderator for today is to exercise the house and is to get everyone engaged in an activity. And the best way to do so, a link will be dropped and we want to play some games. And what you just need to do, I just hope I have the graphics participants more or designers in the house because as the game is the game had to do with answering a few questions. I think just about 10 questions, and we get to know the person with the highest points, and we have something special for that person. So right away, can the tech team help us with that? So a link will be dropped. Then what you just need to do is to click the link, then you impute your name. Once you impute your name, wow, you're in it. Then each question has a timeline. So you answer your question, you go to the next, and we answer the question, we go to the next, and just for 10 questions, I guess. Then we'll see the highest. Thank you. So the link is there now. You can just click, and I think they will be displaying the results on the screen too. They're spotlighting that so that we can see that. So click and we can play this game as fast as possible. So as I said, it's just to answer questions that relates to the graphic design. Just few questions. And perhaps whether you were part of this this class or not, it could be a way to test your knowledge of designs as well. Thank you. Okay, we are starting right away. So I think we have 15 now participants on the game. So let's roll. Questions, please. Yeah. What should you think about first before designing? Fonts, who is it for, which app to use, color. Yeah, let's see the answers. How many of us answered that quickly? And we'll go to the next. Yeah, time gone. Oh, good. Joshua, heading it. Good. The next question, please. Which one is not an element of design? Line, shape, mood board, texture? Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep. Good. Let's see who is heading this time. Okay, Joshua is still topping the list. Let's go to the next. What does white space help with? To add more design, to make it clean, not too full, to hide the text, to fill up the space. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's see who is heading this time. Who is on the top of the list? Wow, we've still got Joshua, top of the list. Okay, the next. Why do designers sketch first? To decorate, to plan their idea, to color, to waste time. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's see. We're stopping. We still got Joshua there. All right, the next. What is a mock-up used for? making cartoons, showing how the design looks in real life, drawing logos, choosing fonts. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You see, got Joshua there. Next. Okay, what goes on a business card? Long story, personal opinions, contact details, school notes. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Still got Joshua there. That's nice. The next. What makes a layout look messy? Thin lines, too many things in one place, using space, big text. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Got Joshua still there. Next, in design thinking, when do you think of ideas? At the end, during testing, when you ideate, after printing? And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Still got Joshua there. Next. What should a flyer always show clearly? Designs only, message and info, mood board, animation. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yep. Joshua is not going down. The next. Which layout style keeps things in box and lines? Grid, freestyle, blurry, header only. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Joshua still there. Next. That's all. My heaven. All right, can we know this winner of this? Wow, can't wait to see the winner. Okay, and the winner is. Who don't want to show us? Okay, I guess we'll get to know later. Oh, let's quickly go. And I think from what we saw, Joshua seemed like to be the winner. I want Joshua to raise his hands, please. Who is Joshua here? Just raise your hands. Joshua here. Just raise your hands so I can identify you. Yeah, I love this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I've taken note of this. Thank you. Just send me your email. Just send your email strictly to the tech support team. Just send the email to the tech so I can just reach out, or your WhatsApp contact so I can reach out to you. So I think to Joshua, after this whole class, Joshua have the free access to a mentorship session so we can help him scale up this journey and any of that. So let him just reach out to us. So just send directly to tech support. You will see tech support on the chat. Just send your phone number and your email address. So thank you so much. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Lovely. Yep, let's go straight to why we're here today. Well, I think with us today is our moderator, and I think this is the best time. This is time to start, and I'll be introducing her right away. Please, I don't know, can Miss Ka just raise her hand so we can identify her? I'm trying to locate her on the chat too. Raise your hand so I can identify you on the chat. Then I think at the same time, please, our guests, please just raise the hands. I can give you more access to the call. You'll be able to unmute and so I don't know. So just use the raise hand button and so can identify them and just help make them co-hosts. Good, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, sorry for the delay. I think we know to identify all of that. Yeah. Yeah. So let's start right away. We can. All right. So yeah, sorry. So yeah, thank you so much. So Miss Kara, Ms. Luke, I hope I pronounced that well. So sorry. She's a passionate and like I say, she's a passionate and principled young woman dedicated to empowering others through leadership and learning. She has been actively involved in initiatives that promote youth development, civic education, and personal growth. In fact, she's a dynamic child rights advocate and a graphic designer and renowned for her exceptional public speaking skills. And as a powerful voice for young people in Zambia, passionate, she passionately advocates on civic matters and fosters positive change among her peers. Ms. Carr's inspiring journey highlights the transformative power of communication and creativity in driving societal impacts and youth empowerment. And it's a pleasure today to have her with us. And uh, I want to bring her up right away. Can you unmute and just say hi to the team? I think I met her in one of the trips to Zambia, and it was um, I think she had a presentation, and the way she spoke was really inspiring indeed. And it's a pleasure to have you here today. So welcome. I'm leaving the stage for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful. Because I hope we can all benefit from it and have a good time. Thank you very much, Mr. Thank God. So to kickstart our session today, we've already played a game, and I hope we had time, and I hope we learned a thing or two. Congratulations again to Joshua, who got a shout out first place. So I'm going to introduce our first
All right, let me help out right away. I guess the network. So quickly we'll be introducing our first speaker, and that's Victor John Edith. He's a visionary thought leader. Okay, is she here? Yeah, okay, yeah. So Victor John Edith is a technical director. He's also a digital technologist, renowned for transforming. Oh, should I just give her the chance? Okay, please. Sorry, Miska, you can continue from there, please.
Sorry, thank you very much. Okay, so to introduce our guests, we have a visionary thought leader, digital technology strategist, and transformational coach dedicated to empowering individuals and organization development, creative media solutions for global opportunities. Mr. John Ed. He is a media technical director and digital technologist renowned for transforming digital strategies and delivering captivating audio-visual solutions. As a social media ambassador and founder of Thrive Steps, he empowers organizations with impactful content and presence. Victor's expertise ensures your creative work stands out and reaches a global audience. He will share how to professionally build your brand for maximum impact. Thank you for joining us, Mr. John Edit, and I hope that we can have a very impactful session today.
Thank you very much, Ms. Kat. I hope everyone can hear me this moment. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Please, if you can hear me, can you drop in the comment section? I can hear you. I want to see our response. Hello, everyone. I can't get any response yet. Can you hear me? Awesome, 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 awesome. I see we are together. Thank you very much once again. Miss Cal, for such a introduction. I wanted to say I was almost scared if I was the one I was being introduced that way. But all the same, we're grateful for the opportunity to be here to share the vast of knowledge in terms of personal branding and how to globally position yourself for with your portfolio for you to be seen visibly. And I want to thank everyone who had enrolled for this program because I believe the 2 weeks time we had here had been transformative and you've been able to get value from it. But this is just the icing of the entire cake in order for you to be properly positioned out there and for you to be seen because it's one thing to be available and it's the other thing to be seen. You can be available in a room, but if you're not seen in the room, becomes then you're invisible, and that is why we are here. So within the short time I have, I'm going to be doing a bit of justice to building your brand, presenting your portfolio for global impact and digital reach. As we all know, in today's technology age and in today's digital age, your work doesn't just speak for you, your brand, your digital footprint, and your portfolio shout for you. The world is watching you. But the question is, are you visible? Can you tell somebody beside you there, the world is watching you, and ask the person, are you visible? I want you to write it in the comment section. Let's see. Tell somebody beside you, the world is watching you. Are you visible? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let me see your response. The world is watching you. Are you visible? Where you are, the little corner where you are in your country, are you visible? Are you being seen? Are you being heard? The world is watching. Yes, I can see somebody. Awele, the world is watching you. Are you visible? It's yes, come on, yes. Are you visible? Ask somebody beside you. And for those of us watching on YouTube, also do the same thing. The world is watching you. Are you visible? And so, just a brief story about myself, how I started. I started on a very rough path. It wasn't clear at all how I started for me because back then in 2020, I was just living my life normal. I was just walking the streets, having the normal life everybody does, go for work and all of that. But something occurred to me because in my early days of growing, because of the environment I was exposed to, I wasn't exposed to proper mentorship. I wasn't exposed to proper guidance. So I was forced to navigate my way and find my path. That became a bit difficult for me because I made a whole lot of mistakes. I made friends that I shouldn't. I kept friends I shouldn't. Companies and association I couldn't. Why? Because I was trying to navigate my path because of the environment I came out from. Now, understand something that in your work, in terms of personal branding and your visibility, the environment upon which you are exposed to matters a lot. And that is why you are in the right environment for you being here. Because the organizers, the founders, have done a great work putting this program together and for having such a program at this time. So you are properly guided and you are not just everywhere at the same time. All right. So I had to navigate my way around because there was a quest, there was a desire to lead in a certain way and to work in a certain way. And what do I mean by that? I never had a proper mentorship, no guidance, no strategy, no plan, nothing at all. And these were my desires. I was designed for strategies to align properly, to do the right thing, because when it comes to my passion, I lost passion. I never even knew my desires. What do I want to become? How do I want the world to see me? What do I want to be known for? I lost purpose until I met somebody who guided me through. And after that guidance, I said to myself, this is not going to end here. I need to find a way to strategically position people for excellence. In other words, to provide strategies, workable principles, because life is governed by principles, so also business. And when you don't know about these principles, when you're not exposed to these principles, you make mistakes. You do everything trial by error. And at the end of the day, you don't get a desired result. So I said, I'm going to provide workable principles and strategies for development, both personal and organizational. And that is what pushed me into Tribe Steps, in founding Tribe Steps. Tribe Steps didn't start as Tribe Steps, it started as Victor Inspires. So it was just a way to inspire people, first of all, that no matter where you started from, that's not the end. Just keep going. There is always a path for you. But the time and the energy to navigate and find that path, it's what you need, because you need proper guidance. All right. From Victor Inspires, it graduated to Daily Dose. And finally, what we are discussing here, branding, and that's what we have now as Strive Steps. So we know that, like I said, the world is watching you, and in this digital age, your work doesn't just speak for you. Your brand, your digital footprint, and your portfolio shouts for you. As we all know, for us to have a foundation, we already know that brand goes beyond just your logo or your color scheme. It is your story, your reputation, your values, and how people experience you. Your story, your reputation, your values, and how people experience you. The question is, when somebody walks up to you, or I go to your page right now, I probably visit your LinkedIn page or your Facebook page or any of your social media page, what will I say about you? What experience will I have about you? If you go to my social media, there is an experience you will have about me, because it is bettered from my story. It's bettered from my journey so far. So today, you've gone through training as creatives. Your story should motivate you on how the world perceive you. Your story should motivate you on how you put up your designs out there and how you become visible. It is your story, your reputation, your values, and how people experience you. Even as a freelancer or creative professional, your personal brand speaks volume about you. Think of yourself as a one person media house. Everything you put out shapes your perception. Everything. Sometimes when you go through people's page or people's social media, yes, it's good to put up things at random. You throw out content there, you generate content, and you just throw out things out there. It's good. But the question is that what you want to be known for? What particular niche or what particular line? When you get to my page, you're going to see leadership, you're going to see development, you're going to see media, you're going to see technology. You already know, okay, this person, if I need content or I need value when it comes to leadership, personal development, productivity, this is the go-to person. As creative, your designs, when somebody look at your design, can somebody say, oh, I know where this design is coming from? I know where this creativity is coming from. This creativity belongs to Alex. This creativity belongs to Joshua. That's your signature. When I come in contact with your content, I should have an experience. I should have a feeling that no, if it's not Joshua, it is nobody else. All right. So one of the key things we need to have in mind is, what do you want to be known for? Like I said, in building your brand, your portfolio, what do you want to be known for? Who do you serve? What problem do you solve? How do people feel after interacting with your work? These are critical things you need to put in place in creating your portfolio in order for you to be visible out there. And the three key things that will enable you get this done is what you do best, your unique approach, and the value you bring. Listen, the global audience is not just keen on your outcome, but right now they are keen on the process. It's not just enough to put out the finished work, but you need to put out the process to the finished work. That is how you gain credibility and you gain trust. We live in a digital age where we can just generate a whole lot of things. But how did you do that? What's the creativity? What's the motive behind it? What's the process? Because, like I said earlier on, your outcome is bettered as a result of your journey, of your story. Through that way, you provide value. Okay? So in the global market, your portfolio is your voice. I can tell you this for free. In my journey so far, there are several things I have done that I didn't document, and that's very wrong. Because, like I said, your portfolio is your voice. Now, there are certain platforms I've been opportune to speak. I couldn't make some claim because I didn't have evidence to back up those claims. Because throughout a process, I didn't document a process, which was key for my next level. And so a lot of us has missed out on some certain opportunities because we trivialize little process. The little design you made today that you feel is not good, keep it. It's part of your portfolio, it's part of your experience, it's part of your story, it's part of the process. Your portfolio is your voice. It is your tool for trust building, client acquisition, and credibility. Very, very key. So in everything you do, document the process. No matter how little, document the process because that is that is what you will use in gaining credibility and trust from your client. So in order for you to get a world-class portfolio, number one, you need to have a clear introduction. Now, if you go to my LinkedIn profile, there's an introduction there. In fact, I apologize to the host because I ought to have updated that introduction probably for now. But one other thing that is very key in your branding and in creating your portfolio is constant updating of your content and your portfolio. Don't just think what you have done over time is enough. Daily, you need to update your portfolio, you need to update everything, your profile, everything that concerns you. So, in order for you to have a clear world class portfolio, one of the elements of the world class portfolio is clear introduction or an about section, who you are, what you do, and your mission. Who you are, what you do, and your mission. You need to showcase your project, not just what you did, but why did you do it? What's the process and the result? When, like this program now, when you check out, this program went through a process. And one way for you to gain the credibility, the trust of your audience, you need to tell them why are you running. Before most of us came on this program, the organizers have told you what you stand to gain when signing up. That's the reason why this program was organized for you, so that you become 10 times better at the end. Because when you check out who you are when you before you registered and who you are now is not the same. So you need to showcase your project, not just what you did, but why did you do it, the process and the result. Let others vouch for your work. In essence, you will need to get testimonials, case studies of the impact of your work in the life of people. Your visuals need to be consistent, a clean layout. Your typography and your color. Thank God we are creatives. When I started Tribe Steps as Victor Inspires, I did the design myself. If you see the design, you will laugh at me. When it metamorphosed to Daily Dose, I had a whole lot of colors mixed up just for Daily Dose. But I had to sit and I said, no, if I must be seen properly and if I must position myself properly, then I must get Tribe Steps at a pedestal that is global standard. And I had to engage a graphic designer that did a very nice work for me. So when it comes to color scheme, the temperature, your tune, your what's it called, the style, your font style, the letterings, and all of that, it needs to be unique. Avoid typographical errors. And when creating your portfolio, your profile. And the common mistakes we make is cluster layout in your designs. Is it too many images or graphics or what's it called? Even when I come to your profile, is it well organized? Is it well arranged? Are they just junks, everything here and there, no proper organization? Right now, Mr. Thank God, there's You know, I'm going to use him as a case study here because if you follow him, you will know he's a man that has an excellent spirit. Because if you check out his profile, his portfolio, if you check out his personal website, you're going to see decency, you're going to see organization, you're going to see excellence. That is what we're talking about. Clean, neat, no cluster layout. There is clear information. But the common mistake we make is that there is no clear information about ourselves, too many jargons without real world results, and inconsistent visual identity. Inconsistent visual identity. When I started as a victim of this, my visual identity was inconsistent. When you go to my page, you just see all lot of things there. But not until I was properly guided. And if we all say you want to go on leadership, let it be leadership. Get content, visual representation that is about leadership. Whatever niche you choose, let it be towards that niche. You start with one before you diversify. And as creative and designers, we all know that for you to be visible, you need to be on certain platforms. And these are the platforms that gives you the visibility that you are looking for. You can't sit in your house and expect to be visible, to be seen. You can't be somewhere that is not global stage and expect to be seen. Like I said, we live in a digital age, and so there are digital platforms that enable your visibility. And one of the digital platforms is you have Behance and Dribble. These are world-leading platforms for designers and creatives. For those of us that are designers, we are creatives. This is a world-leading platform for you to showcase your projects, for you to showcase your work, your portfolio over time. Another platform that most of us we don't take serious is LinkedIn. It's a professional networking and visibility platform. Today, if I want to look for, like I said, the profile that was read was not taken from my Facebook, it was taken from my LinkedIn. If somebody want to look out for you, what exactly do you do? Where do they go to? Facebook is there, yes. Facebook has a purpose. Instagram has a purpose. Twitter has a purpose. But majorly for professional work, LinkedIn is your go-to. You also have it, like I said, we have Instagram and TikTok. This is for visual storytelling and community building. And you also have your website, which is your online home. Your online home that somebody can pay visits to and they get to know you properly. One of the strategies for digital impact is that you use SEO friendly descriptions and titles. Friendly descriptions, like Tribe Steps. Now, Tribe Steps is very easy for you to call out, for you to recognize, to reconcile with, for you to recognize. For some of us, we don't have an SEO friendly descriptions and titles attached to our names, excuse me, and our projects and our portfolios. Regularly, like I said, regularly update your content. Repurpose your portfolio content for multiple platforms. Whatever content you're putting out from, you need to understand the platform upon which you're putting out the platform, upon which you're putting out that content. The content you're putting out for LinkedIn will do well, but may not do well when you put it on Facebook. May not do well when you put it on Twitter, because these are different platforms. But when you repurpose it and you understand the algorithm and how this platform works, then it's very easy for you to properly position yourself and you become visible on this platform. Engage with other creatives and communities. Like this platform is created so that we can all network at the end of the day. Like when we started this, the program started, Mr. Tango has told us use the comment section, drop your name and where you're connecting from, and also your LinkedIn, so that we can all follow, we can communicate with each other. This is networking. When I go to your profile, I'm going to see what resonates with me, and I can interact with you and say, oh, since you are into this, we can share ideas, we can share ideas, and we'll take things to the next step. I want to tell you this. For you to go global, you need to think global and act local. Somebody write it in the comment section. Say, think global and act local. Tell somebody, think global and act local. I'm going to tell you the reason why I said this. Think global and act local. All right. So what do I mean? Use your local story and style to gain the love of your global clients. Your global client loves authentic voices. Your global client loves authentic voices. So present yourself professionally with your local story on the global platform. Network with others in your niche, collaborate with creatives across country, attend virtual design summits, online challenges, and showcase your work. As I wrap up, I want you to know that as professional, integrity is a powerful part of your brand. Excellence is not just about perfection, it's about intentional, consistent quality. Let your work be a message, let your excellence be a ministry. In this journey, integrity is a powerful part of your brand. And I want you to do something. I want you to continually audit your portfolio. Is this seen right now, after this call, after this meeting? I want you to go back to your portfolio, to your profile, to where you have your work, and check it out. Is it saying what you want it to say? If it's not saying what you want it to say, then you need to do something about it. Choose one or two platforms to focus your digital presence. There are a lot of platforms for you to be visibly present. I want you to choose one or two platforms. Start telling your stories intentionally through your work, through your post, and your presentation. And as I draw the curtain here, I want to tell you this. I want you to go home with this. You don't need a big name to go global. You need a clear voice, consistent work, and a committed heart. You don't need a big name to go global. You need a clear voice, consistent work, and a committed heart. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Victor John Edit. It was very inspiring to listen to be honest. I've learned so much so far. And what he said so far is very true. Many of us usually downgrade the fact that we can always update what we can on our portfolios or social media platforms. But I think this was a very inspiring talk so far. We learned about how our reputation and values can be seen by other people and what we want to be known for. He talked about how we need to put things that we want people to see and reflect on us. Thank you very much, Mr. John Edit. Moving forward, we'll go to our testimonials. We have people who have been in this session and they want to testify for us and show us what they've accomplished so far, what they've learned so far. So for our testimonials, I'm going to call upon Ugu Ochechi Juliana. If she's on, please. May you please unmute your mic. Ugu Uchechi Juliana. If she's not here, we can go to Benedict Brengpong. Benedict Brengpong. If he's not here, we can go to Obi.
Sorry. I think if you hear your name, you could just raise your hands. I guess they can't unmute until. So just raise your hands and you'll be identified, and the tech would help unmute. So you want to say a few things about your class, and just raise the hands, and I think you'll be headed to unmute. Thank you. You can proceed, please.
So Ugu Ochechi Juliana, may you please raise your hand if you're in this session presently. Benedict Brengpong, Obi Augusta, Elijah Nkata, John Obi Eweruma. May you please raise your hands and give us your testimonials. Ugu Uchechi Juliana.
Okay, so I think why we're doing all of that, I think some of the facilitators sent about 12 fantastic jobs. And I think why we are trying to wait for any of the participants on the call that wants to just share and say a few things about how this class has been to them and just mention a few things, can just raise their hands. And I think the tech team is going to help us to unmute. But while doing that, we'd also see some of the amazing jobs that some of the students did and during the period of 2 weeks. Uh, I think, and okay, we've got their names attached to the design. So this Elijah's. Yeah, so and while we are doing this, if you are you even though your names is not there, you want to just say something, you could just raise your hands and that's you'll be headed to unmute as well.
Anyone present in the group or in the session to give us their testimonials can simply raise their hands. So far, those were great designs that they have made. And I think this is something that's very inspiring for young people who also want to start up something like this. And I think we should keep it up. That's
Yeah, I
excellent
think
work, especially.
I say someone wants to speak. Yeah, thank you. Majira is raising her hands.
Okay, the floor is yours.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Haji Rabafo, and I am honored to speak about my experience so far in the program. I have always been learning graphic design in some way, somehow, but this program has given me clarity on what to expect and how to go about my design process, from aligning them right to choosing the best colors to choosing the best shapes. It had given me more clarity on how to design appropriately and to meet all the requirements in my design. And I'm so grateful and I'm so happy I signed up for this program, and I'm grateful to all the facilitators. God bless all of them. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Hajira. Thank you very much for that testimonial. Anyone else?
Yeah, Adams. Adam, so you can speak. You can let us know where you're also connecting from. I don't know, maybe Algeria will also let us know where she connected from, or where she's connecting from. Okay, Adams, you've got the floor. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So this is Adam Maucha from. I hope you guys can hear me.
Yes, we.
Oh yes, I'm Adam Maucha from Malawi, and I would like to appreciate the management for organizing this workshop for us. It's been pleasure, and also uh, the classes that we had, our facilitator will help us to understand some concepts. When you raise some questions, he would help us. Our facilitator was Oluwatite. I don't know if that's the proper pronunciation of the name, but he's been really helpful. Whenever we had some issues, he would explain to us in a very well and also understandable manner. So I've read a lot of stuff. At least I can design something. I can see myself create having a creative mind on how I can produce something. So I'm very thankful for the opportunity to participate into this workshop. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Adams. Anyone else who wants to give us their testimonials? Please raise your hand and your mic will be unmuted.
Yeah, so this Ray Girl. Yeah. Yeah, you can speak.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. This is my first time being on this particular meeting, and I will really say that it's awesome. Like, I've really learned a lot from the speaker, and I believe putting it to practice and going to my social media and making everything clear, I think it will lead me to the next level. Thank you so much.
Thank you. What's your name and where are you coming from? Okay, moving on. There was someone who was about to say something. Gregory? Gregor? So if you want to give your testimonial, just raise your hand and then mute your mic. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good evening.
Yes, we can hear you. Just speak up.
Okay, it's actually my first time joining. I will in Saturday and connecting from Lagos, Nigeria. The section, Miss Victor Edit section was so impactful in that it reminded me of old traditions. So I must say with everything he said, it's just redirected me back to things I used to do. And then it just reignited it and I must say I'm gonna go back to those art traditions and keep up the work. Thank you so much, sir. That was so impactful.
Sorry, we didn't get your name.
Hourly with Saturday.
Oh, all right. Thank you very much. Proceeding to the next session, thank you very much for those testimonials. Right now, we are going to move into our next session, which is learning how to monetize what we've learned. Okay. So this is monetizing, sorry, this is monetizing, how to monetize what we've learned. And so far, we're going to go into our next guest, who is a visionary leader who drives skills development and transformation across Liberia and beyond. He leads a mission to close the growing skill gap and raise a new generation of ethical, creative, and transformative leaders equipped to shape Africa's future. Mr. Muhammad Kerkula. He's the founder and CEO of Gonet Africa, is the business development consultant and empowerment specialist with vast experience in organizational growth and youth entrepreneurship training across Africa. He empowers individuals to build sustainable ventures, and he will share strategies for monetizing design skills and navigating opportunities within Africa and Asia's dynamic creative economy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Mohammed Kerkula, who is going to talk to us on how to monetize our art and what we've learned. Thank you very much. Please unmute your mic and join us. Mr. Mohammed Kerkula, the floor is open to you.
Yes. Hello, Miss Kat. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for that great introduction. I'm so impressed to be here. It's a really good platform, and I'm privileged to be a part of your speaking list. Let me thank God for organizing this program, at least to help people, the young creatives, to really be able to untap the creative industry in Africa. And I think it's a really great opportunity to share. Let me also appreciate our previous speaker, Victor. I'm not sure Victor can remember me, but we met. I don't know if I'm correct. We met in November last year. We had a GCK. I hope he can remember. But I really learned a lot from him. It was a very good way to share, relating to how you can position your brand as a young professional. Of course, these are the things that we need to learn. It's important to have the skills. However, what is more beneficial is how do you transform the passion, the skill you have into something more beneficial. Sorry, I'm unable to turn my video on, so please manage with the stream being like this. I'm sorry. Okay. Yes, I can manage to, but my lighting system is not really good. It's not really perfect. So I don't think there's a need for that now. All right. So yes, just drawing from what he has already shared, uh, I think is a very good foundation for me to expand on, and mostly talk about how do you monetize your act. So the skills you have acquired through this graphic program or creative design program is really impressive, and I think these are the efforts we are applying as young people to learn and build ourselves to be able to prepare for the economy, different aspects of the economy. And so, as you are aware, in Africa, it's a really huge challenge when it comes to job employment. All right. Over 60% of African youth are unemployed and underemployed, which shows that significantly young people are struggling. And the wave of poverty in Africa is strictly focused on young people. We can see the level of migration, illegal migration of young people trying to get greener pasture and to survive outside the African continent. Over the years, we've seen a lot of young people who have expressed dissatisfaction and regret of being born in Africa. And on a daily basis, a lot of young people regret being born in Africa. Regardless of how other countries are progressing, and a few other countries are progressing in Africa, the challenges are still enormous. However, these challenges also pose some opportunities for us to be able to explore and see the potential of growing in these areas. And that's where entrepreneurship and opportunities come in, because there are very few young people in Africa that have the ability to see and spot opportunities for entrepreneurship and to be able to transform their skills into something more profitable or monetize their skills. The current industry, the knowledge and skill industry in the world is huge, right? Of course, every day. And with the introduction of artificial intelligence, AI, and so many other tools coming up, it has made it so difficult for many people who are in the creative industry. Because, for example, artificial intelligence can now, be used to generate a lot of data, a lot of information. So you see the issue of marketing right now. There are institutions that are handling their own marketing very well because of artificial intelligence. They use AI to help, create a marketing strategy, branding plan, and a lot of other details. Even when it comes to brand guidelines, artificial intelligence is now helping there. Think about logo design, flyer design. I mean, tool like ChatGPT, for example, is now designing tools, is now designing flyers, designing logo, designing a lot of things. Of course, you may say these different creatives that are coming on from these artificial intelligence tools are not up to task. They may not be contextual. Some of them may lack clarity and a lot of other details. However, a lot of people don't have the technical capacity to assess designs and see whether they meet the required needs. Some people just do it off the head. Victor shared his experience of doing, I think, his own logo when he was starting. And I mean, I'm not very sure many people saw the gaps in that logo, with the exception of people who have the lens to see it from the design perspective. So, with these different limitations in the industry, you can see that people are narrowing down and moving forward with that ignorance. So with AI coming in, people are leveraging that to reduce their spending on creatives. Then think about Canva, platform like Canva, that has existed for a very long time, and has now integrated AI into it, wherein designers can just go and put in some prompts, and you generate a lot of flyers or templates and designs. I'm trying to lay these basics and give you the context so you get to understand that there are challenges in the field of in the creative industry, and especially when it comes to design, you will have these challenges, and these challenges have they have the potential of reducing your ability to survive in the creative industry. And it has these challenges also will affect your level of making income from the economy, surviving the economy through these things. But Ali, in the midst of all that, what are the opportunities that are existing? And that we can look out and see how we can tap on these opportunities despite um, the growing wave of technology and how people are navigating their way through without relying heavily on the act or creative designs and skills that are required. So let's make some progress. Now let me just share with you some basic insight about Africa's creative economy. You know, is Africa creative economy is very new. It's a very on tap. It is on tap, and it is something we have yet to fully realize its potential. We are yet to really dig deeper and understand and benefit from the Africa creative economy. And so, for example, about 58.4 billion is valued in the creative industry in Africa. And so you can clearly see that the creative industry in Africa is worth over 58 billion. Globally, the design industry contributes about approximately about like 3% to the global gross domestic product (GDP). And so what that means is the creative industry is not just relevant in Africa; it is a very huge market in the world at large, which contributes about 3% to the global GDP. But in Africa is valued around 58%, like I mentioned. And then also you can see that the creative industry in Africa is expected to contribute about 200 billion by 2030 to Africa's GDP. That's very huge and very massive, 200 billion. And then you are aware, if you've been reading the trend of Africa's development, you know about the Africa Union 2063 agenda. You also may be aware of the African Continental Free Trade Area, which is seated at the heart of Ghana. So these are different economic structures that can allow us to explore different industries and see the potential of these industries when it comes to something. I mean, amidst all of these economic discussions, they are all tied to one specific indicator, that is to reduce unemployment and improve the employment and livelihoods of people. And so what we are trying to do with all of these different things is to ensure we create jobs for people. And who are the people we are creating jobs for? Look at Africa. Africa is the youngest continent in the world, with over 60% of its population below the ages of 35. So that shows you that you have a very young continent. All of the major people live in Africa are young people. They have the energy, they have the thinking, everything you think about. However, they are the most disadvantaged people in Africa, which shows that, I mean, over 60% of them are unemployed and underemployed. So these are challenges that are created. So it is projected also that about 20 million jobs will be created by the creative industry sector in Africa. That's the kind of projection. So these are just basic insights that I thought to share with you. And of course, I can give a lot of references to the host to share with you hereafter, that you can be able to read more about where these data are coming from, and how you can also leverage them to increase your engagement and discussions around it. But I'm trying to set up the pace so you get to know the potential of the creative industry in Africa. Now let's move on a bit to contextualize this discussion to graphic design, because that's exactly where you have been trained. And so in the creative industry, there are so many other areas we look at, right? But graphic design is going to be our focus in this discussion. The graphic design industry, or the graphic design sector within the creative industry, is a gateway career. And it is a career that many young people can encourage on a daily basis to venture in. It is a career that has no boundary. And of course, you can be a graphic designer for a company far away from your home. And that's why a lot of people are venturing in this area as well. The Middle East and African continent graphic design market is valued at about 982.5 million by 2020, just in 2024. This is the data coming from 2024. So it's about it's close to a million, close to a billion, right? Out of that, the creative industry, the design, the graphic design itself is very close to worth a whole market of up to close to 1 billion. On a large scale, you see more people into graphic design. They are freelancers, and average income of a graphic design freelancer is about $13 per hour. So most graphic designers are being paid hourly because the designs you produce is strictly based on time. And so freelancing is a very huge component of graphic design. And more people go into freelancing because it's easier for you to be able to get a lot of revenue and income from there. And you don't have to be tied to a particular company, so that you don't have to get a of kind of full-time job that ties you to a company that you are being paid monthly. And then it helps, it reduces your ability to seek out other contracts. So that's why you see more graphic designers, more people in the creative industry, settle down for freelancing job. There is a massive growth in the freelance platforms across Africa. And that's why you see, like I was sharing with you, a lot of young people, a lot of creatives are going into freelancing because they feel that when you enter in the freelancing market, you are being paid per time, not necessarily on a monthly basis. So when you look at someone who is earning on a freelancing job by hour, his time is being spent to earn revenue, to earn money, right? While on the other flip side, someone who is earning money at the end of the month will have to wait for some 30 days before they can earn. But they have to design unlimited content within that period, right? So if you were to be paid by design, you realize that you make more money than when you are being paid monthly. So that's why you see more people venture into freelance, even though it has its own disadvantages, such as sustainability, lack of consistent income. Because sometimes you may not even get opportunities, some 2, 3, 4, 5 months. You may not get, contract. But again, sometimes when you get it, you get to read more. So let's look at the pathways you can take in order to profit from your creativity, right? What are the paths to profitable creativity? Again, the creative industry is being challenged. Like I already laid the basis. I give you the context. I talk about AI coming in. I talk about the opportunity of people even doing their own designs and they don't have to pay you for it. Imagine someone is to pay you $13 or $10 per hour to do a design, and they feel that they can go on Canva and just maybe subscribe on Canva for $20 per month, and they could develop a lot of unlimited content. And that content could serve their purpose. They wouldn't want to pay a freelancer who would charge them a lot of money on each content they have to deliver, right? So these are some of the challenges you encountered. But on the flip side, what are some of the possibilities that exist to be profitable in the industry? One of it is freelancing. I already talked about this. Freelancing is very important. It helps you to make most use of your time exploring and creating designs for clients, and they pay you per your deliverable. So that is another way for you to feature in. There are so many platforms through which you can use. The Fiverr, you can use Upwork to be able to upload your different content or your designs so that people see what you do and then they can be able to buy into it. I think Victor talked about portfolio. That's very critical. So if you develop all the different work you've done before, even the ones you've done through this training, you need to document them into a specific area where people who have interest in hiring your service can be able to see what you've done before. And that's exactly why, because graphic design is very difficult to sell because it's kind of a design. And there are a lot of things that are technical. There's so much technicality in the graphic design that a lot of people don't understand. So, for example, the flyer you come up with, and people see it as beautiful as it is, but they don't know how you came up with that. And they don't know the communication behind it, the messaging, the rationale, and, behind a particular color, behind a particular layout, and a lot of technical aspect. And that is where the challenges are, because a lot of people don't know, and they don't see value in paying you to do it because they feel this thing is kind of very easy. It's just something simple to do. I can just go on Canva and just pick up some template and edit, and I'm gone. But you have to be able to, show the impact or the difference between using an existing platform and using your own platform that is more original. So also LinkedIn is another way to sell out yourself. I think Victor also laid the basis and talked about LinkedIn a lot. So next to that is you can do branding and product design. This is another huge market that you can venture in. You can decide to specialize in branding. All right. Institutions are trying to improve their branding, make sure they are consistent in their branding, and everything across different platforms. And so they will need creatives, especially in the graphic design area, to help them really come up with branding plan branding guidelines, and a lot of visual identity, and so many other things. So if you can help an institution to brand very well, then they sell out to their client, and their communication is consistent, it can help a lot. And that kind of institution will not want to lose you, because the value you've already built for them is you make them to communicate in a so much unique way, and their product or services become so attractive to their clients, and so their clients will buy in for it. And that company will not want to lose you, because they feel they need to maintain the consistency in their design. And so you have the blueprint, you have the blueprint. And so even if they hire a graphic designer, they still may not be able to get the quality of design they need to suit the audience, because you have understood the psychology behind the communication. You know the emotional connection your design has on the to the brand. You've connected our emotions in your design, and you have done it so uniquely, and that the entity will not want to lose you. For example, like us at GoNet, right, where I'm leading, we have a communication specialist who does the designs. But beyond that, we also have a freelancer that we hire to do specific projects when we need that design. And the reason that is simple is because this person has delivered excellently, and that communication in his designs have resonated with our clients. And because of that consistency, we always want to consider him to do that project. So most times when we have this, that kind of project coming up, we prefer him to do it. So you can think about branding, go into branding, see how you can help SMEs, small businesses, to brand. Don't target the bigger companies. You'll be frustrated, because these bigger companies already have some high core marketing or 360 marketing firm that will do their own branding and marketing. So don't target these big companies. They won't trust you to do their branding for now, until you build a portfolio that will match the level of these companies to trust you with their work. So what you need to do is look at these small businesses that are struggling to communicate. Look at these small businesses that are struggling with marketing, because they don't have a structured brand. They don't have a unique brand to communicate. Target these small businesses. Now, they may not have the money to pay you a lot, but you can build your portfolio through these companies, all right, through these small businesses, SMEs. And then also look at the NGO space. A lot of NGOs are struggling with communication, and they need to be accountable to donors. They also need to communicate, right? We got something we call NGO marketing, and we also got something we call resource mobilization and communication for NGOs. NGOs are also heavily investing into communication and marketing and branding. So you need to also work with these smaller NGOs in your community or elsewhere to see how you can help them improve on their brand. That will, structure and prepare you for bigger markets. And I mean, beyond these things, you can explore selling templates. Can you do a design, for example, that you can sell to Canva, or you can sell to other tools, other platforms that already have existing tools that you can sell your design template to, and then they can incorporate that into their platform, and you'll be making money out of it. These are something you can explore. You can do a PowerPoint, a unique PowerPoint presentation template. You can do a unique design template that you can sell to people. You can design a kit. You can design reporting formats, that the institution can use to be able to do their reporting in a more unique way. And that design, you can sell it out. Also, you can build a solo studio or an agency. You can build a small agency, to do a lot of these designs, so that you will not be seen as individual freelancer, but you are seen as an agency. So, I mean, I'm trying to conclude on these basic strategies. Now, let me talk about the 5-step blueprint for creators. Now, there are basically 5 steps that all creators need to take in order to grow in this industry. Number 1, you need to change your mindset. Mindset shift is key in this particular industry. Instead of seeing graphic design as a hobby, you need to see it as a business. And so when you start to change your mindset about graphic design from being a hobby to being a business, because there are some of you who choose to do graphic design simply because you just love it, all right? You just see it as something you love, and you just want to be designing. But start to think about it as a business, and start to see how you position that, in the business perspective. Number 2 is you need to focus on customer needs. And that's very critical. In a creative industry like graphic design, you need to focus on what customer needs, and you need to help identify their pain points, know what is lacking within their communication, know what is lacking in their brand, and then be able to position yourself to provide a demanding solution for that particular client. That will build trust with you, and you can help them beyond what they are thinking. Like I mentioned to you, there are so much technical aspect of graphic design that clients or customers don't know. And you don't need to go into the technical aspect. Just need to understand the needs, the challenges, the problems they have, and use your skill to solve that problem and add value to that client or add value to that business. When you do that through your designs, they will see you as a partner, and they will definitely hire your services or throughout based on their needs, right? So you need to focus on that. Number three, you need to bundle and package your offers. If you have started designing like flyers, logo, business cards, and a lot of other designs, mop-ups and so on, you need to package it into an offering that you are providing, right? You need to tell people this is a package one, package two, package three, so that when companies want to hire your freelancing service, you're able to provide them the packages you offer and then the cost attached to each package. That's another very strategic way to make a lot of money using your skill. Number four is you need to deliver professionally. You need to move from being just an individual freelancer to really delivering professionally. This involves making sure you create contracts. So if people hire you to do a service, make sure you enter into a service contract with them. That is critical. It's important. It helps you to document that you've worked with this firm and this firm has hired you to do this job. What is the evidence that this firm hired you? It's the contract. So you have signed a contract with this firm and you are able to deliver a particular job from them. That is key. So you need to pay attention to that. Even if it's a small job, make sure you sign a contract with them that you can keep it as part of your portfolio. Also, we got feedback. Ask the customer to provide feedback on how your design performed or what exactly they could recommend in terms of improving their services. And these feedbacks can be documented as well, and they can be kept into your portfolio to show the customer reviews. And then you need to also track your growth, which is critical. As you're growing from one step to another, you need to track it. How do you track it? Build a portfolio. Have a system where you can track all your designs and you place them there. And then over time, you can update that system and see what design you were able to do this year, what design you were able to do next year, and so on. And you need to have testimonials from your clients that you can place on that platform, and you can use them to showcase what their clients are doing. So, as I conclude on this, colleagues, the African Continental Free Trade Area allows all Africans to cross-border trading. And this is a platform that will create a single market for Africa to trade without any barriers. This has created a huge opportunity for creatives so that you can do your work beyond borders. You can be in Nigeria and offer a freelancing service for businesses in Morovia, businesses in Liberia, businesses in Ghana, businesses in East Africa and Southern Africa, and so many other parts of the world. Here we are connecting online where we are in different parts of Africa because of technology. So you can use that to support businesses outside of your country, because the competition is huge in your own country. And I think you need to start looking outside. And that's where the African Continental Free Trade Area provides these opportunities for us. All right. Also, there's something called the Creative Africa Exchange, CAX. This platform has mobilized $2 billion dollars for creatives. And this is a kind of annual event. There's also another platform called the Creative Africa Nexus. These are platforms and they are events that are held annually, and they are meant for creatives, where you do designs for businesses, design for companies, design for other institutions, and you can sell these designs. And of course, intellectual property, IP, is another huge market. So you can protect your designs, your unique designs, by getting an intellectual property act, an IP for these designs, so that they can be copied and used without seeking your consent or permission. So, I mean, these are just some of the basic concepts that I thought to share with you guys, and I hope they can position you in order to thrive in your specific endeavors. As I close, I would like to leave you with this statement: your creativity is a gift to the world. Monetizing it is your responsibility to yourself. So you need to know that your creativity is a gift to the world, but for you to monetize it is your own responsibility. Thank you so much, and I will be excited to have any questions if there's one or so. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mohammed Kerkula. We've had such a great session with you. I've learned so much. I think this is one of the talks that could spark a lot of interest. Monetizing your art. How can you make money out of what you can do? So far, I've learned that Africa has potential. Many people look down on these African countries or the continent as a whole, saying that we cannot compare to other countries. But your words have really struck a lot of fire in me. I hope that many of us here have learned and understood what he's talked about so far, and that the questions and answers will be happening towards the last segment of the session. All right, so moving forward, we're going to go into our spoken word session with our guest, who is Awele Osadebe, sorry. So she's an award-winning spoken word artist known for powerful narratives and captivating stage presence. Awele Osadebe is a skilled programmer, proficient in Python, front-end development, and data analysis. She's built a game and calculator program using Python, developed websites, and has certificates in Python programming for UST and soft skills from Joberman, showcasing her technical expertise and teamwork experience. Wow, I'm already in awe just reading everything about her so far. All right, so Awele, you are welcome into this segment. Please unmute your mic. The floor is yours. I think we might be having a problem with the sound. Please, the technical team can have a look at that so that we can listen to our powerful presentation.
An unexplainable joy was it when I found this community. It brought peace. They gave me a platform, so that brought some sort of ease. Under their tutoring, a different me broke out a different species. With no hesitation, I was given so much resources. This pro was taken far away from that level of a novice. Sometimes I get to think, were they never impulses? With certainty in my heart, I knew they were, but they never ceased. Resources were given out through different means. In the progression of learning, my weak point gave me bips. But with the right structures in place, I scaled through with my wins. Exploring different versions of myself with all that there is, I yet kept pushing, making sure my zeal never had a mix. Now, this could be the wrap up of your past few weeks. Now, racking your head to bring forth that masterpiece. Upon your mind, the ideas waiting to be released. A lot has to be in practical, but yet they are still in theories, and this will bring some level of worries. But among all options that there is, think back at those ideas that came at leisure, that time of ease. Your effort on research laying bricks upon bricks to bring forth that perfect edifice. And I believe that you don't want your applaud to be on upon how anyone feels. But they appear a door and it has a form to which everyone feels. It says to be determined, and it appears upon all keys. It's time to quake your wall with your ideas as you will, unraveling those masterpieces what more than rubies, setting forth history, but this time it won't be the duration of reels. Remember what appears on all keys. Go with your skills and follow the algorithms. Be focused, stay on your knees, because it's your win. It's a masterpiece from a mastermind, so pay no attention to what kills. The world awaits the real you and not fantasies. It's time to show them what you've got. So tell them that you are more than this.
Thank you so much, Madam Awela, for that powerful presentation. I feel good seeing young girls making an impact in people's lives through arts, and this has been very inspiring for me. And I hope the young girls out there can take inspiration in what this young person is doing for us as well. All right, so moving on into our next segment, we're going to introduce the third speaker who is going to talk to us about sustaining growth. So this is Mohammed Aflal, a passionate social innovator and peace advocate, fiercely dedicated to community empowerment and human rights. He champions societal transformation by leading impactful initiatives in youth development, education, and health, consistently driving positive change. He is a passionate social innovator and peace advocate, fiercely dedicated to community empowerment and human rights. As founder of United Catalyst Network, a global network for societal transformation, he champions growth through collaboration. Mohammed will share how to thrive by networking and contributing to the vibrant global talent ecosystem. Okay, so introducing Mr. Mohammed Aflao, please. The stage is yours. This would be an interactive session, a networking session. All right. So, Mr. Aflao, please. The stage is all yours.
Hello everyone, am I audible?
We can hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Hello everyone, and good day to you all. It's such a joy and honor to be here with you all today. First, heartfelt thank you to my brother, thank God, and the entire organizing team for this powerful initiative. I am speaking from miles away, but I feel truly connected to the spirit and energy in this room. According to Sri Lankan time, it's now exactly 2 a.m. I apologize, and my voice sounds a bit shaky. I am still recovering from a health condition, but despite that, I am here with you, and I join you all in spirit and prayer for my dear friend. All right, let's get to the point. To all of you, young creatives, designers, dreamers, congratulations on completing this workshop. That itself, it's a big step. But now come to the question: what next? Sustaining your growth. Growth is a one-time event. It's a journey, slow, steady, sometimes messy, but always worth it. The creative world is fast, competitive, and consistently evolving, but you don't need to have it all figured out today. What matters is that you commit to continuous learning and that you stay curious. Remember, your talent may open the door, but your consistency keeps you in the room. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They are part of the learning. Every design you do, every connection you make, every risk you take adds to your story. Next one is I'm talking about networking. Don't It's mean don't work alone. No matter, no one thrives alone. The strongest ecosystem are built on connection, collaboration, and community. When I started my journey in community development and youth empowerment, it was not just my ideas that looked me forward. It was the people I met, the people who believed in me, and the people I choose to serve. So I encourage you connect with your peers, stay in touch with your mentors, attend meetups, virtual or physical, and always be open to new perspectives. Networking is not about taking, it's about building mutual value. Be someone who show up for others, and you will find what you need. Thriving in a global ecosystem, you are not just creative in your country. You are part of something bigger, a global ecosystem of talent, innovation, and purpose. That means think beyond borders, collaborate across cultures, use digital tools to learn from global leaders, and always ask, how can I use my skills to solve a real problem? Believe me, your creativity has the power to change lives, whether it's through design, storytelling, branding, or technology. What you create can move hearts and build futures. A final word from my heart. I want you know this. You are not just a participant in a workshop, you are a leader. You are part of a generation that will reshape Africa, Asia, and the world. Whatever you do next, do it with integrity, internationality, and impact. And even when it feels hard, keep going. You may not to see the full picture yet, but step by step, your purpose will find its shape. Thank you again for this opportunity. Let's keep learning, keep building, and keep rising together. And once again, wishing this incredible initiative continued growth and impact. May it empower more young creatives across continents to rise, connect, and create lasting change. With respect and solidarity, Mohammed Afdal, founder and executive director of United.
Oh, well, I just want to quickly intersect. I really want to appreciate Mr. Mohammed. So just a quick one. In fact, okay, he's back up. I think he still has something to add to it. Mr. Mohammed, are you done? So you wanted to say
Yeah, yeah,
something
continue.
extra? Oh,
Yeah,
thank you
yeah,
so
finish.
much.
Continue.
Yeah, I just want to really appreciate your time. Presently is two, will I say, it's already in 2 a.m. in
Yeah,
this
yeah.
country. And I remember when we spoke, even with all of that, he mentioned that, and he was still saying no, he will still be here, he will still show up. And I really appreciate your presence and fantastic things you've just mentioned. I really appreciate you and the whole team. We are thankful that you're with us today. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much once more, Mr. Mohammed Kaflau. I'm sure you can see how much dedication he has in educating young people like us. So far, we've learned about how we can still grow despite making mistakes and how we can still establish ourselves as young people and grow henceforth. Okay, so moving into the next session, the next interactive session, we're going to be networking. I need us to interact right now. Share your social media handles in the chats below so that we can get to know you more. And at this point, I want you to introduce yourselves by raising your hand. You introduce yourself, where you're coming from, and share what change you have put or what change you have put into your community, what you have done so far for your community, and how you're working towards bringing development towards your community. Thank you. So just raise your hand and you'll be unmuted.
Yeah. So Elijah, you're on it. You're muted. You can unmute.
Hi, hello everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. So far, um, I've learned a lot, especially in design, growing, growing as a designer, and um, understanding the difference between knowing how to design and designing properly, which you know is a very very big impact story for me. One thing too is understanding what design is, and through the training and the process, I've come to understand that design basically is more about solving a problem and communication than just styling and just looking good. So I would like to thank everyone for the opportunity, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Elijah. We are happy to be graced by your presence today and happy that you are learning so much from the session that we're having today. May you please tell us where you're coming from? Okay, as we wait for that, please raise your hand. Tell us where you're coming from, your name, what you've learned so far from this session, and how you're contributing to your community's growth, what exactly you're doing to contribute to your community's growth. Thank you very much. Just raise your hand and you will be unmuted so that you can speak and share your journey with us.
Okay. Yes. Code Joe, you can unmute.
Hi, please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please tell us your name and where you're coming from.
Hi, so my name is Kojo Agbutri, and I'm also called Matthew, and I'm calling from Canada, Regina, but I'm a Ghanaian living here in Canada. I'm a student, currently doing my master's degree. So I would say that I've learned a lot for these 2 weeks, even though in my group, I can say that I've not had much time to, I've not committed so much time to, the practical we are doing because I'm at a stage where I have to finish my thesis. So I'm just sharing time because I have to defend my thesis coming 15th of August. So just trying to wrap up on that. And also, so I can say that, but with that, I can say that I learned a lot. I've been able to do some of the assignments, and I really, really, really like it because this is my first time I come into contact with, something to do like practical about graphic design. It is something that I desire to learn, but I did not get the opportunity. So I think this is a great opportunity for me. So I think I will continue to engage, and then I can learn more and then make it either I would say a business or something. So I can add it to what I'm doing currently. So thank you very much for the opportunity. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kojo, for sharing that with us. We are also happy to be graced by your presence today. Be sure to drop your socials in the chats below. Drop your socials, your LinkedIn, so that we can interact, get to know you, and maybe you can grow your network even further. All right, so raise your hand and share with us your journey, how you've grown, and how much you have contributed into your society today, and what you have learned so far from the session that we are having today. Please just raise your hand and your mic will be unmuted.
Yeah, so Precious, you can unmute. Yona.
Okay, Precious, Adewago Precious. The founder of Exam Bright, and being a part of this is very, very, very honoring and exciting. I love being part of this graphic design class. It's great, lovely. I feel so honored being part of this. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Thank you very much, Precious. Anyone else who wants to share their names, where they're coming from, and what they're doing so far, and how much they've learned from being with us in this session today, please just raise your hand and unmute your mic so that we can hear from you and get to know you better. Anyone else?
Yes, Hajira, you can speak now.
Hello, good evening. I've spoken already, but I want to talk about the session and everything I had learned by far. I have learned so much in this session, from starting small and being consistent with the journey, and the market space and how we could position ourselves better to get jobs, to everything creation, everything positioning yourself well, everything having a brand, being consistent and learning more and growing in the graphic design space. And I am very grateful for this opportunity. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Hajira, for hearing from you once more. I love the fact that you have something more to say to us. I'm now going to briefly go into the chat box and read our wonderful people's and where they're coming from. So there is Gift Amaka Innocent, a customer relation officer at Night Sedge Nigeria Limited, self-employed video editor. There he shared his LinkedIn. Is there anyone else who wants to share? Okay, moving forward, there
Okay.
is Hajir.
Okay, so sorry, quick one. I think Levi, yeah. You're
All
next,
right,
please.
Levi.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Levi. Where are you coming
Okay.
from?
My name is Levi Singbe. I'm a Liberian, but I'm currently in Rwanda. I'm studying. So I want to firstly appreciate the organizing committee for organizing such an impactful session. Unfortunately, I was not a part of the 2 weeks training, but I had the opportunity of joining tonight because of my teammate, Mohamed Kekula, who shared the link with us. And being part of this session tonight, mind-blowing session for me because graphic design for the past 4 to 5 years now, and I've worked with couple of organizations and businesses. I'm currently working with Gonet Academy as the communication and marketing specialist. And tonight's session just gave me a visual insight on the landscape and opportunity of graphic design. And then I want to appreciate the previous speaker, Mohamed Kakula and Victor, for sharing that impactful session. And I'm happy that I'm part of this session tonight. And I'm hoping to connect and network with fellow creatives across Africa to see how best we can impact and transform Africa through visual company content. Thank you so much. And again, I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much, Levi. Thank you very much, and we are happy that you are here. Next, I'm also going to give a call out to the people who have mentioned their names in the chat box. So we have got Gift, aka Regal, connecting from Lagos, Nigeria. And there's Levi, who has already given us his details and his name. Anyone else who wants to introduce themselves?
So Kamara, you can unmute.
So good afternoon to everyone.
Yes,
Can you
hello,
hear me?
how are you? Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, and thanks to all of the speakers for their educational thoughts. It was a much rewarding to me because there were too many things that I've learned for hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, I'm sorry for the network. So I'd like to appreciate all of the speakers for their information to be provided. They were really, 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 really truthful, and I learned a lot from what were said. So my name is Mohammed Bama Kamarat, and I joined from Cote d'Ivoire, Africa's Cote d'Ivoire.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for all of you who have given us your names, where you're coming from, and what you've done so far. I've enjoyed getting to know most of you, reading the chats that you have put in the chat box. And I feel like if you still want to say anything about yourself, feel free to just put your name, your socials, where you're coming from, and we'll be able to network and connect with you from there. All right, so moving on to our next session, which is the question and answer session, the most engaging one, where we get to ask questions to our speakers, get to now know in depth what we really need to know and cater for all those things. All right, so I'm going to hand over the moderation to Mr. Thank God, Ibe. Thank you very much for letting me moderate for most of the session. I had an amazing time. So this is yours, Miska Priscilla Seluke from Zambia. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Don't know how many of us loved this our moderation. It was clear, and there was this connection between sessions. So thank you so much once again. I don't know, this is the time to ask questions. If you've got any question, perhaps it can be attended to as we wrap up the whole session today. While we are trying to know if we've got questions, you can drop it by or raise your hands. At the same time, I also want to really thank everyone that showed up today. And I don't know, I think Miss Patience, I think she should be on the call now. That is one of the hosts. I think the host that's brought everyone together. I hope she's on the call. She can raise her hands. I hope she is on the call. I saw her a few minutes ago. Okay, while doing that, I want to really appreciate everyone. And I think moving forward, for as many people that are connected to us via the training and those that's connected to us here, we've got more. We've got more. And especially for those that went through the training, we are looking forward to helping with mentorship session, helping individual person to, especially for designs and every other skill, to go in depth with what they've learned also having the opportunity to also collaborate and connect with professionals that are doing amazingly well in the field. So it seems we've got no question. Do we have questions? Just if we don't have one, I will quickly call on while we wrap up the session today, I'll call up Precious. I don't know. I think he's got something and to share with us. Okay. Is Precious here? Can I raise his hands? Okay.
Okay. Good day, everyone. Precious Ademuwagun, the founder of Exam Bright, and basically, I don't know. I think I have a slide for that. I don't know if it's coming up. Exam Bright is basically a platform where you guys can, where tutors and students collaborate. In sense that tutor can pitch can sell their test questions instead of you selling courses like courses videos. You can sell a test question that is each test question a test, then as a detailed explanation. So you say your test to students. Probably I just finished reading a particular topic on wave, then I want to test my knowledge on it. I can come to Exam Bright, buy a tutor's test, then each one I missed, I can look at the tutor's correction. I don't know if you get that. That's how Exam Bright works basically, connecting tutors and students, but in a test format. So a tutor can sell his or her test and his knowledge, and also a tutor can sell course materials and reading materials and the likes. So while on that, we are currently having a mass hackathon, a mathematics hackathon. That's a competition, an online competition for mathematics, connecting students from all over the world to see the best in mathematics. Yeah, the mass hackathon. So we're going to connect everybody. Should be a participant of this. Is a mass hackathon to be fun, connection, and the likes. I'll take any questions. I'll take any questions now. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to talk. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I think one of the things we intend to do and subsequently will be doing from time to time is I'll be giving an opportunity. I think personally, I'm already having I'm working on a platform that would help young people anywhere in Africa and beyond to have an opportunity to get what they do, get spotlighted. And so for everyone that has registered and for everyone that has been part of the training, this would be a very big opportunity for our community for us to help you to spotlight what you've been doing for your community and some of the projects you've got and some of the business you've developed that's solving a particular problem in the community. And I think like that of Precious that just mentioned, I think wanting to also like I say enhance and encourage students in solving mathematics questions and making it fun. And he has done I think he has created a web application for that. And just like every other one, yeah, even though we're wrapping up now, we'll still get in touch with everyone. As we said, we're providing mentorship session that will help to build in-depth, that will help to create in-depth, will I say, they'll give in-depth knowledge to whatsoever you've learned and you're learning. And not just that, also help to spotlight or bring you up to different or connect with different other professionals and industries based on what you're doing. So I think at this point, if there are no questions, I don't know if Patience is yet ready for us. She help us with the closing remark. Just raise the hand, or Agnes, are you there? You can raise the hands, please. Okay, thank you so much. You're on it.
Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Can you? Okay. So my name is Agnes Etua from Ghana, and I'm the founder of Buoyant Youth Foundation. So at Buoyant Youth Foundation, we empower young people through education, mentorship, entrepreneurship, and digital literacy. And we are a partner for this transformative program. So first of all, I would want to thank the speakers for honoring our invitation and delivering successfully and impactfully on every participant here. Thank you all to fellow partner organizations and all learners here. We really appreciate your time, and I hope that you are really going to leverage on the skills or the knowledge that you've gained to make impacts and also to earn something for yourself. Thank you. A very big thank you to our moderator um, for the wonderful and then organized um, sessions, introductions, and leading the program as well. Thank you to the spoken word personnel, the spoken word artist, yes, for the insightful and inspirational words being spoken. Yes, we are really grateful. Thank you all.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I think as we close up this amazing session, there's something I want to introduce everyone here to. I did that last year and it was amazing for me. You can write a letter to your future self. I think it's a very good one. So what it does is that it helps you to quickly have a kind of set goal you are looking forward to achieve in the next few months, a few years, or the rest of that. So you could, I think the link is on the chat. You can try it. So you just click on the link. That is www.futureme.org. And when you get there, you just, write a letter to your future self. For example, I think I remember last year, I wrote a letter to myself in the next 6 months. And I told myself what perhaps I'll be looking forward to see in the next 6 months. And I was just, I was amazed. So I think it boosted my morale when I received it this year. And it was as if, wow, it was as if just someone from, this time now is the past, congratulating me or appreciating the efforts that has been done over within the 6 months. So you can try that. And with that, we call this an end. I say thank you. Thank you to everyone that came around, and I think we still have all of this on the YouTube link, and we could always get to hear from the speakers, get to hear from and take notes of everything that has been said. And we'll still get in touch with everybody because really this is a big community and we believe in a bigger future together. Thank you and God bless you.
you.